cannot breathe properly. Hi! I sent Brittany a picture of my outfit and she said I look like a hot, dark academia teacher. Highest compliment, and that is exactly what I was going for, so I'm very glad that she caught on. And look at these earrings that I'm wearing today. They're so cute. They're clip-on earrings because I have my ears actually pierced, but the hole's closed. But they're still like serving, you know, they're still doing their job. But hi! Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about all of the books that I hope to get to in October. Now, there was a lot of books on this list, and I know there was no way that I'm getting to every single one of these books, but you know, a girl can dream. I can hope that I will get to all of these, but you know, the chances of that actually happening are very slim, unless I am on demon mode and I just do nothing but read. It took me a while to actually make this list. I've been working on it for weeks. October, I get so excited to read because it's just like the perfect setting for like specific books, and I want to make sure that like I'm taking full advantage of what October has to offer. I made like a completely different list, but then I realized it's not realistic. So I made the list more attainable and more realistic. There are so many good books that I want to read still, but I'm trying to read through some of the books that I already have, as well as read ones that I've been interested in for a while, just to get them done. I'm going to try to separate this video into different sections just to make it kind of easier for myself. So first, we're going to be talking about all the graphic novels and manga that I have on my radar. First off, we have Tokyo Ghoul. I have actually already started this manga. I don't remember how far I got into the series. I have a bad habit of just putting down series and not picking them up and being like, no, I'm over this, even though I'm really enjoying it. I saw Chloe at Chloe Bunny do like a readathon, like a 24-hour readathon of reading Tokyo Ghoul. So maybe I will have to try something like that. Really enjoyed what I read. I need to just pick it up again. I also love just the aesthetics of the series altogether. I have the box set and they're all just like this white, and they're like bigger than like a normal size manga, so it's just like satisfying to me. Next up, we have one that I've also had on my shelves for a while that I just need to read and see if it's good or not, and that is The Earl and the Fairy. I honestly have not heard anyone talk about the series. I found it one day at Half Price Books. I think they were doing like a warehouse sale, getting rid of a bunch of stock that they had. And I saw this and it looked interesting. It reminded me of the Infernal Devices for some reason. I just need to get this done. There is a cat in it and they look very cute. I don't really know too much about this, to be honest. So it's set in London. That's why it reminded me of the Infernal Devices. It's about this girl who is a fairy doctor. She is one of the few people with the ability to see magical creatures, and during one of her trips to London, she is rescued from kidnappers. So basically she's about to get kidnapped and this man just rescues her, and he claims he's a descendant from the human ruler of a fairy kingdom. Yeah, sounds very interesting. I'm excited to see what this has to offer. And we have two more. One is Happiness. I know my library has volumes 1 and 2. I know it's a manga about vampires, I want to say, so that sounds fun. I honestly, a lot of these books I don't know too much about because I like going into books not knowing much about them because I feel like it just enhances the reading experience because like you don't really know what to expect. The next one is one that I've heard a lot of good things about and I'm actually really excited to read, which is Fangs, and this is a graphic novel about a vampire and a werewolf, I believe, and they have like a little romance going. It just sounds very cute and I've heard so many good things about it, so I'm excited to delve into it myself and see what it is. I feel like it's gonna be a fun time. Which those two segue into the next section, which is going to be vampire books. Obviously October is Halloween, vampires, everything just kind of makes sense. So I know A Dowry of Blood is one that I really want to get to. I've heard amazing things about it. Pretty sure it's about the wives of Dracula. I want to say that's literally all that I know about it, but like it sounds like a good time. And then following A Dowry of Blood is Dracula, which everybody knows Dracula. It's a classic. Everyone and their mom knows Dracula, so I don't think I really need to delve deeper into what that book is about. That also segues into the other section, which is classics. So obviously we have Dracula, and then I want to read Frankenstein. I've heard really good things about Frankenstein. I want to know what it's all about. Heard that it's some people's favorites. Again, everyone and their mom probably knows what Frankenstein is, so I'm not gonna delve too deep into what that one is about. And I don't know if this really counts as a classic or not, but I want to read The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I really want to get into the Lord of the Rings series. I adore the Lord of the Rings series. I watched all the movies, and I haven't seen like anything else or like read anything else pertaining to Lord of the Rings since that first watch through, and I want to read the books because it's a classic and I love the movies, so I want to see where it originated from, and I've also heard that J.R.R. Tolkien, his writing is beautiful. Like, he literally made this all himself, and like all the maps and like illustrations and everything. Like, that's so inspiring to me. So then next category we have, very different from the rest that we have been talking about, and that is a romance / contemporary. So first we have The Kiss Curse by Aaron Sterling. If you saw my last vlog and my last video, you know that The X-Hex is now one of my new favorite books ever. It is just such a good time. Like, yeah, Aaron Sterling made a masterpiece with that one. The Kiss Curse is the sequel to The X-Hex, and it is following Vivi's cousin, Gwyn, and I think it's Reese's brother, Wells. They have like a rivalry going on. That's really all that I know. I don't know what else to expect from that book, but I am very excited because I miss the vibes of Graves Glen and the magic and the characters and everything. Like, I'm so excited to just jump back into the world. And then next up we have the Besties and Books October read, which is The Dead Romantics. Besties and Books is the book club that me and my friend Brittany are hosting, and it's going to be such a good time. This is going to be our first book pick, and I'm very excited. I feel like it's going to be a good October read. It's going to be perfect to set up Besties and Books. If you guys are interested, I will have the announcement down below, as well as our Twitter if you guys want to follow there. We will post monthly polls where we will choose what book we are going to read every month, and yeah, it's gonna be a great time. And then last for this section we have Angelika Frankenstein Makes Her Match, and yeah, I already want to read Frankenstein, and I've heard people say that there is like Frankenstein, like that book is like playing in the background of this book, so I kind of want to read both of them so I can like understand what's going on. So ideally I want to read Frankenstein first and then Angelika Frankenstein. Angelika Frankenstein is about Victor Frankenstein's sister. I think she's assisting him with the monster thing, and she decides she wants to make her match so people will leave her alone about not being married. But when he comes to life, he's not really interested in marriage or anything. He wants to figure out what he was like before death, if he had a family before then. You know, he wants to know who he was before he died and before he was in this point, before he commits to anything with Angelika. And I've heard that it's like a really weird but like yet a really fun time. And then the last category we have is other category, where I didn't know where to put the rest of these books. We have Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I don't have high hopes for this book because I have heard people say really mixed things about it. Some people really love it, some people really hate it. I've heard that the main character, Amelia, is really annoying. But you know, I want to try for myself, see if I enjoy it. I really love Carrie Maniscalco's other books. Love Carrie Maniscalco's writing, and I'm excited to see what this book has to offer. This cover is very gorgeous. And I don't really know too much about this. All I know is there's like witches. I'm just gonna read a little bit off of the thing on the inside. So her and her sister are witches. So then they're supposed to meet for dinner one night. Her sister doesn't show up. Amelia then finds the body of her sister, and she is trying to find out who did it, and somehow she meets with one of the princes of hell. I don't really know. It sounds chaotic, sounds fun. Next up, we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I have heard many good things about this series. Peyton over at Peyton Reads adores this series. This one, murder mystery, obviously perfect for Halloween. All I know is it's about this girl who goes to school. At her school, there was this girl who got murdered, and it was framed on her boyfriend. And she has a senior project coming up, so she decides to do her senior project on the murder and to discover who actually did it, because she believes the boyfriend is innocent. First of all, I don't know why the school would let her do a school project about something that happened in the school and something that was so recent and like sensitive. But I'm just gonna push that aside. I've heard really good things about the series. I love the aesthetics of all the covers. This is high on my list to get to in October. And then last but not least, we have The Glass Witch by Lindsay Puckett. This looks like such a fun and cozy series. It's a middle grade. It looks fantastic. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. I watched a couple of Lindsay's videos, and she just has the best vibes. But that is my very, very, very ambitious list of books that I'm hoping to get to in October. Again, I don't think I will be getting to every single one of these, but that's like my list to choose from for this month, and I am so excited. October is a great month to read spooky, cozy, witchy, magical books, and I feel like I have curated a pretty good list of books. If you guys have read any of these books, please let me know down below what you thought of them, what your favorite one was. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so very much. Comment a red heart emoji below if you made it to this point in the video. Let me know what you guys have planned to read in October. I would love to know. Also, if you have any recommendations, definitely let me know. I'm always open to take recommendations. I'll have all of my socials linked down in the description. My Goodreads, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Twitch. I'm hoping to utilize my Twitch more often, so if you guys are interested, definitely leave me a follow there. It's gonna be all for me. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!